back. So we are on 76B, 77B. This is another portion of learning these two lessons at the same time. It's just the second batch, okay? We are on question number 4. This is video number 2. You were supposed to do the next 4 questions on your own. Let's set them up and get started. Cool. So during normal breathing, about 12% of the air in the lungs is replaced after one breath. So let me show you. I'm going to take a deep breath. 12% of that air in my lungs now is new. So if 12% is new, what percent of the air in my lungs is not new? It's the original air, okay? So that's what this one's talking about. How much air is left in the lungs after 4 breaths if the initial amount of air in the lungs is 500 milliliters? Okay, cool beans. Let's go with this equation. Cool. And yeah. So 4 breaths is our time, okay? The starting amount of our lung space was 500. Now you have to decide, is this an increase problem or a decrease problem? So it's talking about the original air in our lungs. Is the original air in our lungs going up or going down? It's definitely down. So 1 minus a tidbit. Well, what is that tidbit? Bloop, bloop. It's 12. So after each breath, only 88% of that original air is left in our lungs. Cool. So this is 0.88. Now these are made up numbers. I don't know that this is a fact by any means, but I like this question. It's a good one. Okay, now let's put it in our formula, plug it into our calculator, and go for the gold. How do we type it into our calculator? Type 500, parenthesis, 0.88, end parenthesis. Find that cool button that looks like that. Type in 4. So that's going to make it turn into an exponent there, and then hit equal sign. And what are you going to get? I got approximately 300 milliliters. Cool, I hope you got that. Next, this one's kind of a cool question. You're welcome. You're welcome. I thought this was a good one. So the population, and I blew the grammar. Okay, the population of Winnemucca, Nevada, can be modeled by this formula. Cool. Let's check out this formula for just a moment. The initial amount of humans in the city. Got it. My B. If it's greater than 1, we're increasing the population. If it's less than 1, we're decreasing the amount of population. And T, where T is the number of years since 2001. So T for time. What was the population in 2001? So this formula represents 2001. So how many people were in this town in 2001? So the 2001 population was 4,583, because that was the initial amount of humans at this city in Winnemucca, Nevada. Now they want to know 2010. I'll skip that one for just a hot second. By what percentage is the population changing each year? Well, what percent? So how much is this above 1? So the percent change is an increase. Why is it an increase? Why? Kids in the back. Because it's greater than 1. By how much greater than 1? 5%. Now we need to solve for what will be the population in 2010. So we're going to set up an equation. It looks just like that. We don't even have to set it up. They already have it set up for us. 1.05. Well, we need to know how many years. So the original one was 2001. Our new was 2010. That's 9 years. You're going to plug this into your calculator and plop out an answer. And the answer that you should get is 7,109. You can't have point something because that would be part of a human. That's weird. We're dealing with whole humans, okay? Whole human population, not 7,108.2. Well, what is 0.2 of a human? I don't understand. Is that a leg? No. We're dealing with whole humans, so we have to make it a whole number. Okay? Cool. I hope you got that. I'm gonna scooch down and do the last two with you. Let's see how you guys did. And again, if I'm the only one doing it, I'm the only one learning. Y'all gotta do it yourself. Last two. The local dodgeball tournament starts with 500 players. During each round, half of the players are eliminated. How many players remain after 4 rounds? Okay, cool. When in doubt, we write this out, right? And we identify our key ingredients. Cool. 4 rounds. Okay, that's a time. Cool. What was the starting amount? 500. Cool. Is this a growth one or a decay? And what word gave you that? Eliminated. So we know the number of players is going to go down. So we have 1 minus some kind of tidbit. Well, what is the tidbit? Ooh, they kind of made it sneaky. During each round, half of the players. What is half as a decimal? 0.5. 0.50 if you want to do it that way. Okay. So $1 take away 50 cents is 50 cents. Cool. Now you're going to plug this into the formula and let's check it out. Go ahead. Use that calculator. You can also turn your cell phone sideways and it will open up. If you open up your calculator, it opens up to a scientific calculator, which is pretty nifty, I will be honest. If you got 31 players, remember, we're dealing with whole humans here, not 30.6 players. Trust me, person will not, a part of a human will not be able to play dodgeball. I'm a whole human, and to move all of this to play dodgeball, the thought is scary. I'm gonna go with that. And I'm a whole human, but I shouldn't be playing dodgeball. I'm gonna break my hip or something. Okay, last question. We have in the town of San Clemente, which is where I live, there were 50,000 cell phone subscribers in 2007. The number of subscribers increased by 35% per year after 2007. How many subscribers were in San Clemente in 2014? Cool. Well, when in doubt, let's write this cool formula out, right? This is our exponential function. We're gonna identify the 3 things that we need: our initial value, our growth or decay factor, and our time. Well, the time is, ooh, that one's smancy, from 2007 to 2014. So 2014 minus 2007, that's 7 years, right? So 7 years. Oh, shenanigans. 7 years. We started with 50,000. And now we need to know, is this on the increase or the decrease? And what word said that to you? What word kind of gave you that feeling? You're like, well, Captain Obvious, Miss Miller, it was the word increase. So we know it's 1 plus a smidge. That smidge is 35%. And we're gonna write it as a decimal. Remember, we write things as a decimal? The decimal, if you don't see it, is always at the very back, right by the percent sign. We're gonna move it 2 to the left, and it's 0.35. So what's 1 plus 35 cents? 1.35. Now you're gonna plug these beautiful ingredients right into this beautiful formula, tap that into your calculator, and figure out the answer. Let's see what it is. So we have y equals 50,000 times 1.35 to the 7th power. And when you do that, you're gonna get an approximate value of 408,607. Subscribers are humans, so again, it has to be a whole human. I hope you did well. Come back for the 3rd video, and I'm gonna teach you some banking. Yes, banking. See you then, bye.